Welcome to the Afterspin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. I'd like to ask John Hood and Chris Fitzsimon, for more than a year, there's been a heated debate about the fate of Silent Sam on the UNC Chapel Hill campus. After it was torn down by student protesters, the university was charged with deciding what to do to comply with the state law that required it be restored. Well, the UNC Board of Governors took charge of making that decision after they didn't like the decision offered by Chancellor Carol Folt and the UNC Trustees. Month after month, we hear that a decision has been delayed, and Board of Governors Chair Harry Smith announced this past week it's not going to be made at their May board meeting. What's the big holdup here? Why is it so hard to come to a resolution of this issue, John Hood?
Well, I would say, first of all, that I know there's some sophistry to the contrary from some, but UNC is in violation of state law. This statute, whether you like it or not, under the current law, it is supposed to have been replaced, and it was not. I think that whatever they're going to come up with would either have to require a change in state law, or everybody's going to have to agree not to enforce state law. And so there's a state law aspect of this, but also a public safety piece. On the one hand, I'm in this camp, that was never wedded to the statute in its current location or anything, but you cannot let mobs take over and do whatever they want, accomplish whatever they want with no consequences, because that's a precedent that could be set for lots of other disputes where people may have different views about the next fight than this one, that they really want this to be the resolution. But the flip side of that is if you just put the statute back up and you're inviting additional unrest, is that a public safety threat? That they are struggling with some very difficult issues and some legal problems.
Whether you do or whether you don't, Chris, you're going to have that problem with protesters, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but I think there are people on the Board of Governors who will tell you privately that they're worried somebody will get hurt or killed if they put that statue back on campus, and I think that's one of the things
some of them have said it publicly.
Some of them have said it publicly, and I think that's what they're struggling with, is what to do. And I think that it doesn't bother me that they're taking a lot more time to think about it. I'd rather them take as long as they need to figure out what to do. I don't think it should be put back on the campus, but I think it may even take longer than September.
Does the fact that it has taken as long as it have take some of the emotion out of the issue? I mean, will it kind of go away a little bit when the final decision is made?
I believe that is what some hope or expect. I'm not sure that's the case. I think whatever the final resolution is, it will be national news again.
Wow.
But will it have been drained a little bit of its immediacy and energy? Perhaps, yes.
But it's an almost a no-win decision, isn't it?
It is a no-win situation, but I think there's there's got to be some way where people can agree to recognize what happened in our history without offending so many people who attend a public university and have to walk by it every day, and I think that's the struggle.
I think that the solution that former Chancellor Folt came up with in her committee about a very expensive museum with the statue, that was an exaggerated, too expensive version of an idea that I still think is possibly a potential answer, is some kind of resolution that has the statue somewhere on campus in some fashion, but not
maybe
in its
not on
place.
The exact border of the campus, but somewhere on campus.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
In some kind of context, perhaps with other monuments, new or rediscovered.
Well, it's going to be a while before this one gets resolved, and it's another one of those nagging questions our Board of Governors has to face. Well, thank you for watching the Afterspin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.